Hey lovelies, you're welcome to my channel. To the returning subscribers, thank you. To the first time viewers, thank you so much. So today is a tutorial on how to make this beautiful cloudy looking christening dress for a baby. So let's go on and learn.
Roots in the ground where the old oak sways, whispers of the earth in a sunlit haze.
So here I have a Duchess fabric, and this is lace fabric. This is a tulle net and it is 5 yards. But first of all, I want to draft this on a pattern paper. First, I'm drawing out my ½ inch starting point line, that is the shoulder line. The armhole circumference is 8.25 inches, divided by 2 is 4.1 something. I'll just mark 4 inches. 4 inches here. Then the shoulder to the waist is 7 inches. I'll mark it then plus ½ inch sewing allowance to join it to the down part. So I'll go ahead and draw it out. This is for the front block and I'll take it to be my center fold. The neck width is 2.5 inches and then the shoulder to shoulder is 8.25 divided by 2 is 4.125. I'll mark the same 4.125 down here so that I will get a straight line. So this becomes the armhole line. Alright, let me make the neck width to be 2 inches and not 2.5. So the neck depth for the back, 1 inch, for the front is 2 inches or 2.5. So I'll connect the front one too. Waist circumference is 18 inches divided by 4 because this is on a quarter scale. The front is folded, the back is folded, remember, is 4.5 here. But I'm going to add ½ inch ease. This is a baby girl. Babies grow, rapidly. So you need to add some allowances. And I'll mark the same thing at the chest line, that is 5 inches. And connect this. So I want the side allowance to be 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead and draw my armhole curve. Here, if you want, you can come down here with a shoulder slope of ½ inch, or you may leave it. Then I'll draw the armhole. Babies don't have bust, so no need of considering going in here by ½ inch, sorry. So I've made a curve. Then I'll go ahead and add ½ inch allowance at the neck, at the armhole. I've already given to the side at this underpart. Okay, this is it. Went out here with ½ inch sewing allowance, went up with on the shoulder line with ½ inch, on the back line first ½ inch, okay, and then on the front line ½ inch. So I'll go ahead and cut out the excesses. I'll cut the back neckline first. So I'll place this on another pattern paper. This will be for the back. On the center point, I'll go in with 1 inch zipper allowance before I place it. This is it, 1 inch before the front. Then I'll use it and cut the back neckline first. So I'll just go ahead and cut every other one. With this, I'll place it on the lace and on this Duchess to cut it out exactly. So this is what I have here. You can see the back. I reduced it to the neckline of the back that I want. So yeah, this is it. It's unfold. Then the next thing I want to cut out now is the sleeve. We are going to take the measurement of the armhole, excluding the allowance. I have here 4.25. I'm going to use this pattern paper to cut for the sleeve. Now I want the sleeve to have a puff. So I want the puff effect to just be 1.5 inches. I'm assuming this pattern paper is on fold, okay? So it's going to be 1.5 inches and I'll mark it here. Now, I'll just mark the armhole that I measured, which is 4.25, but I'll just mark 4 inches. I need to mark ½ inch down for the shoulder allowance. And from there, I'll measure the cap height using the formula that I'm going to put on the screen right now. And what I have for my own is 2 inches, which I'll mark. So remember, this is for the puffy effect, so I will draw it out. Our measurement starts from here. Now I'm going to just draw a curve freehand. I measured 4 inches, right? Oh, sorry, this is 4 inches. So I'll draw a curve. Just freehand. This is the fastest way to do it. Get it here. Now I will measure this curve to make sure that I have half of the armhole, which is 4.25. My 4.25 is here. Alright. So I'll just take it down. For the bicep or the upper arm circumference, let me just use 2 inches. Okay, let me make it 3 inches. So I'll connect it this way. Now I want to give 1 inch side allowance from here, 1 inch from this point. So this is it. And I'm also going to give my allowance here, armhole allowance, which is ½ inch, following the shape of that curve. So I'll go ahead and cut out the excess. So I'll place this on also the Duchess and I'll cut on fold. After cutting, I will make sure I notch this part. Notching means giving a V cut so that you know what you're doing. Alright, so I'll notch it on the main fabric. Okay, so you can see what I have here. I have these two. It will serve as the lining, and I have this one also. And like I mentioned, I went ahead to knot it at that point. And then, because this is a net, and this will be the main piece, this also, then we need a lining. So I cut this on the doll face. It will serve as the lining, placing it over this way, right side facing right side. You know, align it properly, and I'll use it to turn the neckline. And I'll just sew here with 0.25, then come to the neck and sew with that ½ inch sewing allowance that we left here too. Sew the neckline with ½ inch sewing allowance. Alternatively, you know, if you don't want to cut another lining for this, you can just use bias and tape the neckline. All right, then you go ahead and weave the sides after sewing. So this is it. I've gone ahead to sew the neckline like I mentioned, and I also sewed the side because I don't want to do an inseam finishing. So I sewed the side with 1/4 in that 0.25. Did the same thing for the back. Sewed here with 0.25, but the neckline is ½ inch. So I want you to note something now. When I'm now attaching my zipper, you remember I gave 1 inch zipper allowance and side allowance. When I'm now attaching my zipper, that means I'm going to deduct 1/4 inch from 1 inch, and I'll be left with 0.75 inch to attach both the zipper and to also sew it on the side. All right, I'll go ahead to notch because this is curved to help it relax. I'm done for these ones, and this is what we mean by notching. Then I'll turn it inside out so that we'll join it at the shoulder. So this is what we have. So I'll place it this way, right side facing right side. Match it very well on the shoulder and sew with ½ inch. But because we want a neat finishing, I'm going to use the lining of whichever one I have. This is the back. Use it and cover the whole of this. Align it properly, and then I'll go ahead to sew it with ½ inch sewing allowance. I'll do the same thing on this other side. Align it properly, hold it down, use the lining and cover up, then sew with ½ inch. So this is what we are talking about. You can see no raw edge is showing, so that's how to do it. Then the next thing is to join my sleeve. I'm gonna have to fold the hemline of this lining, you know, to sew it. This is the right side facing the wrong side of the lace fabric. I have my notch here, and I also have here. So this, I am going to gather it. Right side to right side, shoulder line to the center line here. I've already pinned it at the shoulder line to the center of this sleeve. I'll start sewing this way. I'll match it, and I'm sewing with ½ inch. Then I will gather whatever I have. This is my notch. So I will gather it here. All right. So this one too, on this side, I will start matching it up from here. I'll pin it. Then whatever is remaining, I will gather it into the space and then start sewing, and I'm matching it until I get to this point. That's what I will do for this side, and I'll also do it for this other sleeve. And when I'm done with that, I can now go ahead to join it on the side.
starting from the sleeve area. I'll join it with, you remember, 0.75, because I've already taken 0.25 to turn the lining. So moving on to the lower part, what I will do is to measure the waistline of this upper side. And what I have after measuring it is 23 inches. I've measured it before actually, so 23 inches. You know, the upper part I told us was 7 inches, right? And the full length of this gown is 16 inches. Taking away 7 inches from each, we have 9 inches remaining, right? But I want this lining to be shorter by 2 inches. So minus 2 inches, I have 7 inches. And of course, I need half inch here to join it to the upper side. And I also will use half inch at the lower part to turn it the hemline. So I'll make it 8 inches, and my 8 inches is here. So I'll go ahead and cut out the rest. I've cut it out. I'm going to fold it into 4. The 23 inches waist that I measured divided by 4 gives me 5.75, and I need half inch to join this, so I'll mark half inch more, and then this is going to flay. This is it, so I'll trim out the excess. I'll sew here, just open up from the center. This is what I have. I'm gonna head to hem the down part. Now let us do a little calculation for the two. You remember the downside I said is going to be 9 inches, right? And I want this two to be 2 tiered skirt part. 9 inches divided by 2, 4.5 inches, right? So that means each tier should be 4.5 inches long. First of all, the first tier, second tier 4.5 inches, but I want the second tier to be 2 inches into this first tier. So plus 2 inches gives me what? 6.5. So plus half inch, I have in total 7 inches for the second tier. Why? For the first tier, plus half inch sewing allowance, I have in total 5 inches. Remember, the first one is going to stop somewhere here, 5 inches in total. The second one will be 2 inches into this first. I have 3 inches, so I'll mark this whole 3 inches all the way around. That's where I'm going to sew the second tier. Sorry, this is the wrong side. I should be marking it here, so I'm going to sew on top of here. Here is the tulle net, and this is the side of the yard, and I told you it is 5 yards. It's already folded. This is towards the length side. Remember, I said 5 inches and 7 inches. I'll mark from here 5 inches, another 5 inches, and another 5 inches, another 5 inches. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next is 7 inches. So that's 5 sevens, and what is remaining is not up to 5 inches. It's just 4 inches, but I'll still use it that way. So this is it. Now the next thing is to start arranging it the way it should be. This is going to be time consuming. Just opening it up now. The 5 layers, I'll align everything. Then I will gather it into this place. Remember the 0.75 super allowance here and here. I will leave it out, and then I will start gathering. I could fold here inwards, leave the 0.75, then I'll start gathering it into here. Do the same thing for this side. After that, also this for the second part, I will just do the exact same thing I told you to do here on this part also. Okay, this is what we have. Like I said, I left the sewing allowance and I started sewing. Sewed the first one, and I noticed that this was much, so I couldn't exhaust the whole net into this first line, so I had to give some inches, 1.5 inches or 2 inches thereabout. Then I sewed the rest here, and this was how I now sewed this one. I turned it towards this way, and I started sewing with half of an inch up to this point.
After that, I also went ahead to sew in the last part of it. I exhausted everything here, still leaving my sewing allowance, and this was how I also sewed it, facing it this way, and I started sewing with half of an inch. When I was done with that, I went ahead to top stitch, placing it back like this, and I had to start sewing on top of it. As you can see, I sewed on top of it this way to the other side, did the same thing for this second line I top stitched. When you're done sewing, what you can do is to spread out. You spread this out to give it that cloudy effect. And yeah, so I'll do it when I'm done sewing anyway. I went ahead to cut out line in two. I just cut it the same way I cut this. So I'll join the upper part to the lower part and right side facing right side. I have my center front here. So this is my center front. Then the next thing is to place it right side facing right side. Can go ahead and pin it down. Then I'll match it. It's matching perfectly. Then I'll go ahead and join it with half of an inch. But now to get a neat finishing, because after sewing this is going to be this way, and this raw edge will still be showing, but I don't want it to show. So on this side, I'll have my lining, and I'll align. I hope you understand that. Then I'm going to join everything together with half of an inch. When I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and attach my zipper. If you don't know how to attach your zipper, please, I'll put it up on the top right. Just look at the top right, click on it to take you to a tutorial on how to attach your zipper. So I said I should come show you this quickly. I've joined it here like I mentioned, but first of all, this was how I did. I took this one, took the lining, held both of them together, started sewing just with 1/4 inch up to this point. Then I started sewing with half of an inch. I got to this place, the same thing, took off the ruffles, just picked my lining and the dotches, and I sewed with 1/4 inch. So this is how it's gonna look. You see, the raw edge is sealed. This raw edge is also sealed. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. So ladies and gentlemen, our finished look. See how this is standing? We are done with this. I'm gonna need to attach the zipper, as you can see. Thank you very much for staying with me. You can go ahead and please like, subscribe, and share. Okay, if you have any question, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section. For now, see you in my next one. Take care of you and do have a good day. Bye.
Like a timeless guide, echoes of the past and the rising tide.